both at one stage, one match, he started off keeping. The captain said, "Do you fancy a bowl?" On he came, got rid of Anton Devcic, then put the pads back on.
Which was strange. I think it was 1 wicket from of 5. Least he could have deserved was the 1 run here. It's 46 for 3 after 6.
C10 League UAE.
On for latest cricket videos. Subscribe, click the bell icon for latest cricket videos.
Power play done and dusted. Paktia 46 the toss and decided to bat, and they rang the changes today, 4 of them in total. Kandahar unchanged. Plenty of course reflection so far in that Paktia. Karim Janat going to continue from the pavilion end outside the power play now, so the field is spread, long on, deep mid-wicket side.
Well, Karim Janat particularly, and Shahzad of course has picked up all the wickets, and this is the way to keep a good batting side quiet. And even as we say a good batting side, I mean they did get last time, they were out for 127. They were left 9 runs short, so that was quite a miserable match, a forgettable match for both the teams, although Paktia might. So good bowling so far, and even though the power play score of 40 and change is not that good, drifting down leg. And of course, to an extent, it seemed needless. They kept misreading Shahzad's slow delivery and holding out to. But, maybe that was a bit of a game plan to continue trying to get off to a good start. Informed that Mr. Azal has at... What's he doing so far up the order?
Well, they've qualified for the stages and have a look at different combinations. There's no reason why they shouldn't do that. Obviously, they feel they've got the strength to someone else an opportunity. And of course, on top of that, they're missing Sikandar Raza, who's been a top order stalwart.
A well-deserved rest. He's not here. Oh, another wide. Yeah, sorry, Brian, fill us in.
He's gone to Bangladesh, of course. The first international of that series starts on Sunday.
Contribute, got a few big scores, also bowled a bit. Off spinners was pretty useful, and of course his presence in the field took plenty of terrific catches. The boundary line saying, all right, from Sri Lanka. I don't know, there's drift. Oh, given! Big appeal by Karim Janat, and the umpire thought about it for a while. Of course, the player did move sharply to the leg after the ball struck him. But we'll take a look at that again. Maybe Janat was lucky, maybe...
Good break back by Karim Janat. We'll have another look at it now. Ball hit the seam, back comes, and that's absolutely dead. Dead in the water. I had to say, when I saw it live, I thought it was out, and that replay confirms it. Great decision.
Yep, good eyes, Brian, for sure. Of course, he moved very sharply away, which is an old ploy by most batsmen, but that would have hit middle of leg. So Fazal Zaza, his highest score in T20s, didn't last too long, though, 19 from 17, 48 now.
C10 League UAE. He's had a tournament thus for him now, because he's coming in with 13 and a half overs still to go, and with a real repair job required for Paktia, because they are in serious trouble against a Kandahar side who are scrapping for their lives.
Well, good for Kandahar, that's for sure. They need to win this, and of course their last match as well. But they are on a again cut back very sharply, and yes, it was on the back foot. You might argue that it could have maybe hit leg stump. Karim Janat was on the ground banging his hand saying, "Give it to me here," and the umpire finally relented. And look at that carry. Wow, who would expect that kind of pace and carry from Karim Janat? I think not a big guy, but on occasion he can really turn it up. Otherwise, of course, a very clever bowler.
waspish pace. I think that's the best way to describe him. That was his 10th wicket of the tournament. There's only one match in this tournament where he hasn't taken a wicket, and that was the opening against Kandahar. He's been Mr. Consistent with the ball.
Again, right on line. Well, he's about the best all-rounder we've seen here, because he's also got a fair number of runs, well over 100 wickets. So, very valuable player. The brothers walking for years and years. So look at that then. 3 for 4. Expensive outing it was earlier on. Took a nice catch earlier today.
Don't forget that 2 for 19 also featured 40 not out in 21 balls against Kandahar.
Once again, no space given for any kind of shot. Of course, some...
C10 League UAE.
He's got his right elbow quite heavily taped, and this was after absolutely everything in. And yes, oh, I just felt that.
Well, there's plenty of matches over the last 2 weeks or so, and I think both the captains at the toss were making a point of the fact that they've come back after a while, and were enjoying the fact that they had a bit of rest.
There's Karim Janat. He'd certainly be in myteam11.com. You can go there and pick your wits, pick your sides, and win cash prizes. And yeah, he's certainly in my side, no question.
I was about to be a little cruel, Karim Sadiq, saying maybe he won't be in my side, but hey, he's bowled well, very cleverly, and not much spin for him, even though the pitch is affording a bit of turn and gripping, but he just darts it in. Every once in a while it works, and once in a while it doesn't, because this time Samila saw there was pitched up, not much turn, went through with the shot, maybe a little wider than he'd intended, but a very lots of strength behind that.
Great fog boundary to bring up the half-century, and a pretty good way to get off the mark, you have to say.
It was really hard and flat, a special shot, agricultural.
It's there from Karim Sadiq. Was flayed over extra cover to go over the wicket. It's going to be fascinating to see what a pass score is on this surface. We saw both sides struggle in the first match of the evening, and it's deja vu here.
McLeod going back to one that we thought he might have gone forward to, but he goes back down in time, bat.
8 for 4.
वनडे मैचेस की 200 जिसमें 48 50s और 7 सेंचुरीज बनाने का एजाज शामिल है.
Hamza Hotak, the left spinner, who's been out for a few matches now with, if not for tomorrow's match, then for the semi-finals if they qualify. But there he is in the bib, having a chat with. Big loss, the left-arm spinner.
Well, lefty orthodoxes are always of great use to any team because they're just so accurate. But I must say, Waqar hasn't been bad at all with his lefty leg spins, of course. As a wrist spinner, every once in a while, you could have a problem with length, drop a mistake. They're so tight on their length. So there we are. Not bad at all. 3 for 28 wickets in the tournament so far. Didn't play the one against Kabul. That has to count as a very, very good bowling performance. Hasn't given much away.
Single for